Yo, I've been shooting lives because I felt like maybe I could interact with a few people, if so. But actually, I got my phone and this is I could make a video and then upload it, I guess, but I just go ahead and bang live. Tonight, and that title that you see is, is, is relevant that you pay close attention to that. It's relevant that when you on your mission or you on your look to to get to self-elevating, it's a must that you know and be conscious of what you're watching and what you're listening to. It's a must be, because it was designed to, it was the what you see in the movies and on TV was designed to pull your ideals and thoughts or in so many different directions. I'm not gonna say so many, but in many directions. It was the pull. It was the listen. I'm just talking. I'm giving you how. I'm giving you what I see. So it might be different to some people, and some people might think that, you know. But when I look at the images and the images that they give us for a black audience, it's always well, it's not always. I'm not going to say that. Every platform ain't built like that. But it's just the movies that are some of the big smash hits is, the ones that resonate, they say, be the ones that's, it has violence, it's a lot of nudity, sex, humping, pumping, gunning, running, funning, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is what we're thrown. This is what's thrown at us. It's not what we chose. It's something that we've thrown, and now they've pushed it on us so much that it resonates with us. All right, but uh, I look at what they've done. Yo, what's happening? I look at what they've done, and they pushed it so much on the black communities. And listen, I'm not just speaking. I'm just saying the black communities because that's where I come from. And that's what I can see. So I'm not trying to be no racist dude. I'm just coming from where I come from. I know what they pushed on us until it resonated, until we realized it, that this happens. Let me give a prime example. Power was something that a lot of people took to. And power, when they made Tyreek kill Ghost, it just really changed my thinking it didn't change my thinking because I was already thinking this way. But when they made Tyreek kill his pop, I was like, what the fuck? Is this what they want us to see? Fuck that. It's a black man with a black family. It's just a man or a father, period. You want to see the son. Listen, man, listen. This shit just bothered me. Now I'm just finally getting it off my chest, all right? You want the father, you want the son that the father gave everything to turn on him and kill him. Yo, I'm responding to text. What's happening? I'm just trying to make my point. But what's happening out there? What's good? But listen to me. The music that plays on the radios, crazy. Crazy. But when I think about what they've done, like I gotta look at Stars. I gotta look at 50 Cent. I gotta look at the writers of that shit and say, why would you have him kill his father? I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I just think that's sickness. You're trying to spread sickness. Or you trying to, I don't want to hear you say, oh, we get the story, and then you put something real on it, and then you just make the rest up. That's how it's done. Because that's what was said from a nigga. Because that's what was said from a nigga. So, only two guys left. Oh, let them leave. Let them come. I don't care. I'm going to put this on here. I'm feeling this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, man, the images and the things that we hear, I mean, you can go back on my page and I got other people talking about it. But in this day and time, when I look at what's happening between Meech and 50 Cent, Isabella was popping. And what's happening between Meech and 50 Cent, and the way they are so jumping at that he was a snitch, but they're not looking at 50 Cent bringing a snitch to the table if he was, bringing a snitch to the table ready to sell him to you. So what does, come on, man. This is the only thing I can see in that. If you know, I know. If you know that I know what I'm ready to tell you. It's like, but nah, listen, when I hear the music that's played, I remember a time. Peep this out. I was talking to one of the homies and he said, yo, man, Power, that's the shit. All that shit is the shit that sells. I said, Bill Cosby was selling and they had many seasons. They wasn't killing and doing all this spiteful shit. They put out there what they choose to put out there to rake in people's emotions, and they play on everything. Listen, man, I know. I can see. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you know it's an agenda. You know it is. You can fucking see it. You can see it. And it's just, when I see that they just out there like, is he a snitch? And they making that the biggest thing right now. I understand nobody wants to fuck with a snitch. But I mean, making that the biggest thing. How about the motherfucker who was ready to give him to you? He did. He sold him. Him and Rick. Honestly, I don't know what, all 20 years, you know? Who knows? They got paperwork out there, boom, boom, boom. But that's not what's important. What's important to me, well, I ain't gonna say that's not what's important. What's important to me through the whole thing is they was 50 selling them. He making money off of this shit. He don't give a fuck about the images you see for his money. Or what your kids see. He don't give a fuck. And that bothers me. Man, all I'm saying is, I know what all the writers done. I see it. All the motherfuckers that, and I'm saying a motherfucker that looks like me. That's all. Like, yeah, I can't see you as my hero. How are people looking up to motherfuckers who's it's like it was heartbreaking when I seen Tariq kill Ghost. The son kill his father. That was some of the illest shit. So what? You made it up. You make me think you was mad at Amari Hardwick, motherfucker. You just wanted to do him the worst way you could do him on a show. You know? Oh no, but listen. When it comes to Power, Love, Self, this is why I'm bringing this. And the music, oh my God, I didn't even get to that yet. The music is crazy. And they gonna tell me that's what sells. You fucking right, man. That's what they doing. That's what they doing. I mean, not that we ain't seen it a long time ago. Not that we ain't been seeing it. It's just that it's not getting better. It's not getting better. You would think that it would be getting better, but it's not getting better. The internet is good. Thank you, my brother. But look, the internet is good because we can choose what we want to listen to and choose what we want to see nowadays. So it's sort of, it's both sides of the sword. You know what I'm saying? It's both sides of the sword. And I'm not jumping on here to try. We got to. But when I look on the internet, it was a guy on the internet. I got videos back. It was a guy on the internet talking about black violence. And all videos he would make, it would be about black on black crime, black on white crime. That's, you know what I'm saying? He was making videos on shit like that. And it was on the net. You could see the hate from people. It was just brought hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it tried to make black people the worst people in this place. It made black people make videos of white people and Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Hispanic. The Chinese, American-wise. It started doing that. But all in all, it puts me as a young boy sitting around thinking about, not thinking about me, not thinking about the good in me. Have you ever seen The Golden Child? It was with Eddie Murphy. Let me tell you, on The Golden Child, they surrounded the whole thing was the boy was inside of a cage, surrounded by 4 corners of evil. When you sit in your room in a box and you outside of you is surrounded by evil, the movie Golden Child then becomes something that you want to see today. It was called The Golden Child. Eddie Murphy was on there. It was funny and it was serious at the same time. And now the internet surrounds you with good and bad and false and real and all kinds of videos and images and music that you can listen to. And it's going to be what you choose. You'll know how much you love yourself when you see what you choosing. Now hear me, dog. You'll know how much you love yourself when you look at what you're choosing to watch or what you're choosing to represent you. Because the radio was a good, when I was coming up, we got to see, it was like many DJs playing what they wanted to play. It was many DJs playing what they wanted to play, so the music was always different. It was always, peak climbing music. Like, it was here, but then as it went on, it made you even more confident. You know, it was real. It was hip hop. It wasn't rap. You know what I'm saying? You know, the corporations that control what we see and hear always spill it into something pure. They put themselves into something pure and turn it to shit. This is what they do. And right now, man, my 50 Cent is giving us shit. This shit's crazy. This shit's crazy. But you know, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, the 80s, it started opening up big, like, and I can remember in 89, I just kind of started driving, and, you know, NWA, you know what I'm saying, came out, you know, fuck the police, all kinds of shit, like, that shit was popping on the East Coast over here, like, that shit was heavy, like, then you had motherfuckers like up here from the East Coast, you had fucking Redman, and it was Public Enemy was more of Public Enemy drop, but they was more of a black power empowerment, and they was like the best thing that ever happened to us in the hip hop scene. Like, it was real, man. Like, it was real, like, love for yourself, like, telling you who you are, like, giving you confidence, giving you a little unity. People was trying to learn some shit. They wasn't trying to kill each other and all the fucking time. And you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the end result. That wasn't the end results. But I just had this on my mind. I can't seem to understand how we look at certain entertainers and they have made their way from crossing lines and boundaries that proves that they are demonic spirit, should I say? Should I say demonic spirit? I don't want to say that. That's really deep. You know? I just want to say that doesn't have black people's best interests or any people. I'm saying black people because the shit that he makes was, it is, you know, he doesn't. It's a mess right now. He's making a mess. You know how the bigger corporations keep their mess. They sweep up. They try to keep their mess, so we never see their mess. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got our mess. He's making black folks look like total idiots. Like, come on, son, you bugging. You bugging, man. You want the community to be in the uproar across the internet? Everything I see on the internet Nowadays, it's a beef. It's a beef. That's him versus him. You know what I'm saying? This shit's crazy. This shit's crazy, man. This shit's crazy, man. Love over money. And I'm saying that because they uploading videos and doing all kinds of shit. This, all right, just to stay on this, me neither. Man, me neither. Listen, me neither. I mean, when I looked at that, I didn't look at it as them not trying to. This is touchy. Because some people, they'll judge you for that shit. But I just didn't I wasn't looking at it through the black thing. I was looking at shit like Muslim countries might not even want to negotiate. Because they don't believe in talking to the woman. They going to talk to them. I mean, I'm thinking negotiation. I'm thinking war. They're going to be like, yo, they got a broad. We going to run over top of her. You know, like, I mean, I'm not saying that a woman isn't smart and a woman ain't this and a woman ain't that. I'm just saying right now it's a man's world. And they got them bombs, you hear me? They got them bombs, and I ain't talking about bombs. I'm talking about boom. They got them. So, I mean, it's a lot of other things that we got to think about as letting a woman. The president right now, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of war. A lot of war going on. A lot of war. And I wouldn't be surprised if we in World War III right now. Like planes falling and shit. Did you ever see a movie called The Fifth Wave? If you didn't, go back and look at it. Fucking planes was falling out the sky. People was getting sick. Yeah, the fifth wave, man, that shit. The crazy part is this. They invaded the government. They invaded the government and had the kids fighting amongst each other. They tricked them into killing each other. Is that not what's happening and had been happening? They've been tricking each other to kill. Nick, do you try to trick sons into killing their fucking fathers, nigga? Is this what you doing? He's a fucking clown for that shit. Is you gonna trick young boys to kill their fathers so they can get the power, nigga? I'm just saying, man. It boils back to that shit. I can't get it out of my fucking head. Son, I can't get it out of my head, son. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. In the place and where I grew up at, and the people we lost when growing up, and the shit, I know that the father and son relationship is the biggest thing ever, nigga. We need to see positive father and son relationship. And you give us this. How is it that he gives his son everything, but his son kills him? All the enemies goes ahead. It's his fucking son. Come on, man. What image is you giving us? Listen, man, they share this fucking video because they're going to block this motherfucker, man. I got other shit to say. I got other shit to say. Everything motherfuckers they putting out lately. You know. They don't want you to have no fucking heroes. None. They don't want you to have no heroes. None. But I just, and now you put yourself in a room as a young person and you look in the fucking mirror or whatever and you ask, what about me? Do I love me, nigga? What you choosing? What you choosing out there? I love me, motherfucker. That's why I can look and see the difference and be like, that shit I can't watch too much of that shit. I'm not saying that I dislike Power or any of the Jones. I fuck with them. I just want to know why. Why are you doing this to us, nigga? Don't you fuck with us? 50? Don't you fuck with us? Why are you giving us this? You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart. When I think about menace to society, and I'm gonna come back on that and make a video about some of these movies that we've watched growing up and made these movies some of the biggest smash movies. They was violence, but like I said, Bill Cosby Show, The Martin Show, these shows wasn't like that, and they got a lot of play and love. So it's what they're choosing to put out for you. It's what the people go, you can put this out for you and we can help you get money this way. This is the best avenue. But, it's going to be misleading for those who are going to be misled. Don't you know that there are people that's already going to be misled and they're misled already, but there's people that's not going to be by it. So you might as well get your money. And they fall for that shit and they do it. And they don't think about the consequences after that because my gosh, the universe is watching. It's watching, bitch. Listen, I'm not going to say that there's some lyrics on my whole page where I might, but when you start throwing them images out there with the music and you going full-fledged with it, they're letting the bad guys lead. Hey, when I was coming up, the bad guys wasn't the only guys leading. And the bad guys separated themselves because they didn't want their shit to spill out into the good world or the good guys. Because they knew they had to have somebody to protect the women. These niggas, they don't care, man. They don't give a fuck. They don't. And I could be on here all night telling you how they don't give a fuck. I could be. I'm not going to do that. It's late as shit. I'm going to bed, man. I just had to get that off my chest, man. Power, love, self. Hear me? Word. Power, love, self, man. That's the biggest thing. You'll see that all across my page. You hear me? That's what you'll see. And I say that because it's power, love, self, or die. I did that. It was a reminder when I went to jail. I said, God damn, nobody can do the jail time for me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta love myself more. I was running for people, trying to buy the love, trying to buy it, you know what I'm saying? Getting that paper. Man, with no, I had it. I lost that. And then went and thought that I could buy something. It was terrible out there, I'm telling you. It was terrible out there. It was terrible. Everybody know the story. I hit the ping, you know what I mean? I got out and shit. I did the shit again, hit the motherfucker again. I learned my lesson. And the lesson is, I'm wasting fucking time. That's the lesson. You're wasting time. That's all we got is time. But learning to be preservative with your time is definitely a sign of learning how to love yourself a little better, man. Because with your time, you can make good decisions. And with good decisions, you can make great moves. And with great moves, you can elevate. You know? You can elevate, man. Peace, power, respect, man. What's the king? Peace. Oh, they wanted me to start a motherfucking poll.